Valley Club, in this video, we're going to go over every single code I know for Raid Shadow Legends for the June of 2025, including 2 new ones, one for new players, one for veteran players. And if you're ready for all of them, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin Raid channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope you're ready to enter some codes for some free stuff because I got every single code I know that is still active for Raid Shadow Legends for June of 2025. And if you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up. At least 6 pieces of Raid Shadow Legends content every single week on this channel. But let's get into games so we can talk about these codes. And the first code is for all players, not just new players. And this one is a similar code that was here last year, midsummer. And this is going to be for a chicken, some energy, and silver. This should be for everyone. And there's the chicken, there's the energy, and the silver. So this is what we got: 50 energy, 100,000 silver, and 5-star chicken. This is for everyone, and anyone can use this. So that's a brand new code that everybody could use. And before we get to these new player codes that you get a free legendary, I do want to remind you guys, if you're starting off a brand new account, don't just download it from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Use that QR code up there or the link in the description, because if you do, you're gonna get 4 epic characters for free. Day 1, as soon as you're done with the tutorial, you get Uugo, one of the best epic support champs out there. Level 25, you're gonna get Tagoar, another great epic support champ, great reviver. Level 45, you're gonna get Fayne, great clan boss damage dealer. And at level 50 for free, you get Mausoleum Mage, another great epic support champ. So we do have 5 more veteran player codes. If you haven't claimed them before, stay tuned for the rest of the video. But I did want to go over the brand new player code for new players. And with these codes, you can get a legendary champ. So the first one that you have is Foulbeard. He is a fusion character this month. And this is the first time that I know of that a fusion character has a promo code for new players that could get it right away. Technically, the code went out on day 1 of the fusion, so new players could have got this fusion character a lot sooner than veteran players. But Tholen is a great character. Now, this is probably the character that I would choose if I was starting off a brand new account today. I did choose a different character, but we didn't have all these characters in the game, or it didn't have a coach for all these characters when I first started. One reason I really like Tholen is on his A1, which means you could do this over and over and over. Don't need to watch any cooldowns. AoE attack. And AoE attack is great for crowd control, waves of enemies, especially for early campaign farming. So I think he's going to be great for early campaign farming. We have the A2, attacks 1 enemy 2 times. Each hit ignores 25% of the target's defense, but if the target is from Corrupted Alliance, a boss or minion, it's going to ignore 50% of the target's defense. So this is great for Arena. This is great for PvP content. So I think Tholen has a lot of value in PvE and PvP. Let's move on to the A3, which is another big AoE attack. 50% increase attack buff on this champion before he does his attack. So another AoE attack, and also the passive activates Demon Breaker, which is this A1 skill. Every 5th turn of this champion, so lots of extra turns for Tholen Foulbeard. This code does expire on July. It's supposed to just expire on July 2nd. So if you are wanting Tholen as your starter champion, make sure you start that brand new account right away. Sometimes these codes do last longer than when they're supposed to expire, but what I'm told is it's supposed to expire on June 2nd. Other code we have for new players is the code Desert Queen, and with that, you could get 2 Ruarch. Again, you do have to enter these new player codes within your first 24 hours, but this is another legendary you could get. She's a great support champion, not really great for clearing wave after wave after wave, but really great for late game, and is a void champion. These void champions are a lot harder to pull. You could only get these void legendaries from void shards, which has a very low chance of getting a legendary. Other legendaries with other affinities, they're easier to get because sacred shards, you do have up to a 12% drop rate when that double drop is going on, but Ruarch is a void, so it's going to be harder to get her. That is something that you may want to consider. I don't think she's as great in the early game, but she's a great support champ, has increased defense, increased speed for your team, has a decreased attack, block buffs, and applies a debuff spread to the enemies, which is very, very strong. Also, the A1 attacks 1 enemy, decreased speed, and has a continuous heal on this champion and a continuous heal on the ally with the lowest HP. So very, very good champion. Again, you can get her with the code Desert Queen. This is gonna go, I'm told, till August 12th of this year. And when I started my brand new account, I used the code Monkey King for Sung Wukong. This guy is great. He's more of a PvP champion, especially late game PvP champion. But if you do get the books and can build them up, he's a little harder to build up than your starter champion, like the rare champion Kale. Legendary is a little harder to get some of these books as an early game player. But once you book him up, he's great for farming in a campaign. He's great for PvP content. Not necessarily great for bosses like Tholen is, but this guy has served me well. He's probably my most valuable champ. I really like this move. The A2 attacks one enemy, ignoring 50% of the target's defense, and it has a chance to either stun the target or place a sheep debuff on them. Really like this one. This AoE attack is a lot of times what I open with in Arena. Before attacking, steals buffs from the enemies, place black bust debuffs on them for 2 turns. And then the A1 is just a strong attack. 25% chance of stunning them for 1 turn. Goes up to 50% chance when you fully book this skill. I really like this passive though. Now for this passive, I didn't know this in the beginning. You do need to have him ascended to at least 3 stars for this to work, but he's gonna revive 100% HP, 100% turn meter, 3 turns after he's killed. So this is a champ that you don't have to build with a lot of HP. If he dies, as long as someone else on your team is alive, he should be coming back to life. So you can just build him with a lot of damage. This is who I chose for my starter champion. There are 2 more codes though. The Get Alice code will get you Alice the Wanderer, and I'm told this is going to be available till September. She is a great champion. Now, when I first started my account, she was available as a free login champ, and you kept logging in, you got a free 5-star perfect soul for her. That is not available with this code. You could just get Alice. I think some of the other champs are stronger than Alice. I do like her in Arena. Attacks all enemies, 75% chance, which goes up to 100% chance of increasing the cooldowns of all enemy skills by 2 turns. Also, 75% chance, which goes up to 100%, of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15%. At least one of the skills has been cooldown, increase the max to 30%. So very, very good champion, but loses a lot of value without that perfect soul. But if you pull her, great. I probably wouldn't use that code over one of these other champions that you can get. And last but not least is Green Warden Ruarch. You can get him with the code Tree Hugger. Not as familiar with this character, but he places a taunt buff, 60% decrease buff, and a strengthen buff on this champion. So he's gonna draw a lot of the heat from the enemies. The A2 is going to attack all enemies, 80% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns on the enemies. Steals continuous heal buffs from each enemy and cannot be resisted. The A1 attacks 1 enemy, transfers debuffs from this champion to the target, also heals this champion 5% max HP for each debuff transferred. Great champion, but like I said with Alice, I probably wouldn't use the code for him over the first 3 that we mentioned. For Tholen, Tuhanarach, or Sung Wukong. I think those are the top ones, but you could get any of these champions with these codes up there. Again, the Sung Wukong is supposed to be available till the end of June. Alice the Wanderer, that Get Alice code, available till September. Green Warden Ruarch, the Tree Hugger code, should be available till October. Desert Queen should be available till August 12th. And then Tholen is supposed to be only available for this month. Should go away at the beginning of June, but we will see. And I do want to mention one more code. This one is supposed to be expired, Supreme 6. This one is still being promoted across the Plarium site though. So if you do want to get Supreme Galek, I think he's going to be great as a starter champion for early campaigns. However, once you get to mid game, you're probably going to be shifting towards other champions for the campaign. So I think if you're just looking for early campaign, Supreme Galek is going to be the best one. But obviously, if you're looking to also have value in late game, that's where Tuhanarach, that's where Tholen, and that's where Sung Wukong is going to come in. So I would prefer them over this champion. But again, he's a void champion, so it's going to be a little harder to get. And I think just for early campaign farming, Supreme Galek, if that code is still working, is going to be your best option there. All right, so here we are on my first alt account for one of these other promo codes. Again, these are for veteran players. I would recommend doing this as soon as possible, but you do need to wait 24 hours between the codes. And the next code I want to talk about is Welcome Gift, and this is supposed to be for Bellower, which is a great rare champion, has an AoE attack on all 3 of his skills. and this code is still working. So with that code, you get Bellower, great rare champion. You get some Void Brews, you get some rare skill tomes, and you get some gold as well. So that is the next code. Welcome gift gets you all this stuff here. Bellower is a great champ because, like I said, he does have an AoE on his A1, A2, and A3. So all AoE attacks from him. Great for early game. All right, here we are on our second alt account entering the next code. This is the third code. And for this one, it is Game Leap. And with this one, you should get, there it is, a full energy. You should get 10 experience brews and 100,000 silver. Let's go check that out. Make sure that that is accurate. Yeah, so 10 experience brews, 1 full energy refill, and 100,000 code. That is with the code Game Leap. This should be available to the end of August 2025. Here we are on our third account. This is the last code that we can enter. So we are going to enter this, but we have 2 more after this. And this next code is 1M Gift. This should expire on March of 2026. And with this, getting a energy refill, 2 skill tomes. Actually, let's go look at it so we could just talk about it there. You're getting this energy refill, you're getting 300,000 silver, you're getting this rare skill tome, 2 of them, and you're getting 3 of these 3-star chickens. So that is the next code. Like I said, we have 2 more. And the next code, this code is PP500. With that, you're gonna get 150 multi-battle attempt, 200 energy, 400,000 silver, and 500 Plarium points. And what that Plarium points are for, we go here. As soon as you enter this, you're gonna get 500 points towards this, which should make it easier for you to unlock Morag Bronze Lock. 1250 points here, you're gonna get 500 and with that code. And the last code is Yearly Gift. With that, you're gonna get 10 experience brews, 1 rank 4 chicken, 3 50 multi-battle attempts, 100 energy, and 500,000 silver. This code should be valid until March of 2026 as well. So those are all the codes out there that I know. If there's any other codes that I forgot, let me know down in the comments. Some of them are expiring, and if you are starting a brand new account, I do want to remind you guys, use the link, the down link in the description, or that QR code up there right now, so you can get that fresh new account. You can enter one of those new player codes and you get that legendary for free. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you entered some of these codes. I hope that some of it was useful to you, getting some free stuff. If you did get some value from this video, leave it a like, check me out on social media, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out. Good luck, guys.